Now inshallah we move on to our next lesson. We are still doing maf'ul bihi. The new lesson is talking about maf'ul bihi when it is a pronoun. So what have we learned up till now? We're talking about jumla fi'liya. This is a sentence in Arabic that begins with the fi'l. The first word is going to be a fi'l. The two main parts of a jumla fi'liya are the fi'l and the fa'il. Every fi'l has a fa'il already present in it as a pronoun. But sometimes the fa'il is present as a noun. This is going to happen when the fi'il is either in huwa or hiya forms. In addition to fi'il and fa'il, the sentence often has details. These are called the mafa'il. One of the details is maf'ul bihi. This answers the question who or what received the action. We were talking about maf'ul bihi when it is a noun. In this case, you will see a noun after the verb in nasb status. Now we want to talk about maf'ul bihi if it is a pronoun. So for instance, if I say, I ate an apple. Apple is the maf'ul bihi. You will see the word tufaha in nasb status. But what if I want to say, I ate it? I don't want to see apple, I want to see it. So how will we see that? So inshallah, that's what we will study. To understand that, we want to revise what we have learned about pronouns so far in our studies. We said that pronoun, damair, are of two types in Arabic: detached, damair munfasila, or attached, damair muttasila. Detached means that the damir is going to be a separate standalone word. There were 14 of those: huwa, huma, hum, hiya, huma, hunna, anta, antuma, antum, anti, antuma, antunna, ana, nahnu. These, for our purposes, we said that they always will come as mubtada. They do come as something else rarely. So let's just say when we see them, we will think of mubtada, they will be in rough status. But then there is this other category, the attached pronouns. These are pronouns that can attach to words. We said that there are two families, kahin and tanaween. The family actually has the pronoun letters. Kaf is a pronoun, ha is a pronoun, ya is a pronoun, and noon is a pronoun. These kahin pronouns, they can attach to four things, and they can attach to an ism. Kahin pronouns can attach to an ism. Whenever you see any member of the kahin pronoun, you have to look at the word before that. The word before that, if it is a noun, then this kahin pronoun is a mudaf ilayh. It's in jar status in mudaf ilayh. For instance, you have this word, qalbuhum. Qalbuhum, the word qalbu is a noun, and to that we attached the pronoun hum. What was that? That was the word qalb, that is an ism. To that we attached hum, which is a damir muttasil. Qalbuhum, their heart. Actually, it should be qulubuhum, but anyway, the point being that the pronoun hum here is mudaf ilayh and it is in jar status. Second thing kahin pronouns can attach to is harf of jar. For instance, take a harf of jar min. To this harf of jar, if you want to attach a pronoun ha, that is a damir muttasil, this will become minha, from it. In this case, the pronoun ha is said to be ism majroor. Remember, after an harf of jar, always you will find a noun which will be called ism majroor. It will be in jar status. Remember, the pronouns, they are all mabni. Mabni means the ending of a word does not change. It will not show us its status. It has a status, just does not show it. Minha, even though you're seeing ha, but here it is in jar status. So if the kahin pronoun attaches to harf of jar, it will be ism majroor. Third scenario. Actually, I want to go to the fourth scenario first. If the kahin pronoun attaches to a harf of nasb, inna, anna, ka'anna, layta, lakinna, la'alla. In this case, you will say that your damir is a ism inna or ism anna, whatever harf you're attaching it to. So what will the status of your damir be? It will be in nasb status, because ism inna is always mansoob. So here inna ka, the ka is in nasb status. If it was min ka, if it was attached to a harf of jar, the ka would have been jar status. If it was kitabuka, the ka was attached to an ism, it would be in jar status because it would be mudaf ilayh. Now the fourth thing that the kaheen pronouns can attach to is a verb. We are not talking about the tanaween right now, we're just talking about the kaheen. The tanaween pronouns, you will only see them attached to verbs, and they play the role of fa'il. The 14 forms of the verb we did, we saw the tanaween pronouns inside the fi'l, like attached to the fi'l as a doer. So let's look at the kaheen pronouns here. So you have a verb, sami'a. To that you want to attach the doer pronoun tu. You want to say I did, I heard. So it would be sami'tu. Sami' is the fi'l, tu is the fa'il from the tanaween family. I want to say ha. So for instance, I want to say I heard her. I heard a girl, so I'm saying I heard her. How will I say that? Sami' is the verb, tu is the fa'il, ana, ha is the maf'ul bihi. We are talking about maf'ul bihi when it is a pronoun. What you're learning is when your maf'ul bihi is a pronoun, you will find it attached to the verb. It will seem as if it's part of the verb. It will be attached to the verb. When you look at this, sami'tuha. This has all of it in it. The fi'l, the fa'il, and the maf'ul bihi. Everything is together in one place. Sami' the fi'l, mad, tu fa'il, ha maf'ul bihi. I heard her. Another example, fa'alnahu. Fa'alnahu. Okay. So the problem that happens in this scenario is when your maf'ul bihi is a pronoun is there are two pronouns in the verb. What happens is when we start understanding these things, we sometimes get mixed up and we translate it wrong because we're not sure about our pronouns. We're not very good with our pronouns, so we might think that the maf'ul bihi pronoun is the one who's doing the action. So you know who means his, like he, right? But here, so you could accidentally think fa'alnahu is he did. But no, it's actually fa'alna. The noon is the doer pronoun. Fa'alna is hunna conjugation. They women did, and then who is going to be the maf'ul bihi. They did it. Maybe they did an action. The word action is masculine, so we use the pronoun who for it. Fa'alnahu, they did it. Fa'al is the fi'l, na is the fa'il, and the maf'ul bihi is who. Fa'alnahu. Another example. Darabatha. The color coding, I'm sorry about that. My typing would not allow me to color code properly. Here the ta should be in red. Darabatha. Darabat, I know, is the hiya conjugation. So who is doing the action? She. She hit. The ha that's coming at the end is the receiver of the action, is the maf'ul bihi. That's why we separated the pronouns into tanaween and kaheen. The ha cannot be the doer. Tanaween, only those are the doers. I don't hear any ha there. Ha is the maf'ul bihi. Darabatha, she struck her. She hit her. Daraba is the fi'il. The fa'il is damir mustatir, taqdiruhu hiya, darabat, and the ha is a maf'ul bihi. Ja'at kunna. Ja'at is the verb, hiya conjugation. Kunna is my attached pronoun. Whenever the kaheen pronoun is attached to a verb, it's always a maf'ul bihi. Ja'at kunna, she came to kunna, all of you women. فعل ماض فاعل is ضمير مستتر تقديره هي. جاءت كنا. I don't see the fa'il here. Kunna is the مفعول به. خلقه, again here خلق is the فعل ماض. I don't see the fa'il, any tanaween member. So this fa'il is damir mustatir taqdiruhu huwa, and who khalaqahu, the who is the maf'ul bihi. He created him. So this is what we want to understand inshallah today, that in a jumla fa'iliya, the detail maf'ul bihi can either be a noun. If it is a noun, it will be a nasb status, in nasb status. But it can also be a pronoun. If it is a pronoun, it will be from the kahin family. Hu huma hum, ha huma hunna, ka kuma kum, ki kuma kunna, ya, and nun alif. These kahin pronouns, when they come as maf'ul bihi, they will be attached to the verb, just as in all these examples, inshallah. But we're going to continue with this. We're going to do some examples to get better at it, inshallah. So this is an exercise. We want to do the conjugation, and then we want to translate it. So razaqnakum. Razaqa yarzuqu, to provide sustenance to. So razaqna, what form is this? It's the nahnu form. I'll say this is fi'al mad. Fa'il is the pronoun na. Maf'ul bihi is kum. Whenever you see kahin attached to the verb, this is always maf'ul bihi. Razaqnakum, we provided you all. Ja'at kunna. Ja'at is the hiya form of the verb. So fi'al mad. Fa'il is damir mustatir taqdiruhu hiya. Maf'ul bihi is kunna. She came to you all. Kallamtahum. Kallamta, what form is this? Anta form. Fi'al mad. What is the fa'il? Damir ta. What is the maf'ul bihi? Hum. Kallamta, you spoke, hum, to them. You spoke to them. Fa'alnahu, fi'il mad again, nahnu conjugation. Fa'alna, the fa'il is na, and who is the maf'ul bihi? We did it. We did it. Allamtani. Allamtani is allamta fi'il mad. Fa'il is ta, and the maf'ul bihi is ya mutakallim. Allamtani, you taught me. We see an extra noon here. This is called noon al-wiqaya. The purpose of this noon is to protect the haraka on the ta. If we didn't have this noon, it would be allamti. You know that ya mutakallim forces whatever letter that is attached to take a kasra for phonetic reasons. We don't want that in verbs because the form will change. Allamti would be like you girl taught me. But here we want to say allamtani, you man taught me. You male taught me. So anyway, it's fi'l mad, the fa'il is ta, and the maf'ul bihi is ya. Zalamuka, fi'l mad, fa'il is waw, maf'ul bihi ka. They oppressed you. Ja'alaha, fi'l mad, fa'il I don't see, damir mustatir taqdiruhu huwa. Ja'ala, this is the huwa form. Ha is the maf'ul bihi. Ja'alaha, he made it. He placed it. Khalaqahu, fi'il mad. What is the fa'il? The pronoun is hidden. Damir mustatir taqdiruhu huwa. What about this who? This is the maf'ul bihi. Kahin pronoun is always maf'ul bihi, never the doer. Khalaqahu, he created it.